Shalom, beloved. Welcome to Therapy in the Word. This is our sacred space where each week we explore a new topic together. This isn't just another self-help space, and it's not just Bible reading either. Here we explore your inner world through the lens of scripture and evidence-based psychological insights. If you've ever felt unseen, unheard, or like your emotions didn't quite matter, this is the space for you. But before we begin, please like and subscribe. It helps this work reach those who are carrying pain. Today's topic is titled Healing the Wound of Emotional Neglect. When many people hear the word neglect, they think of physical absence, lack of food, or abandonment. But today, we are talking primarily about emotional neglect. Emotional neglect happens when a person's emotional world is consistently unseen, unvalidated, or unattended. You may have been fed, you may have been clothed, you may have been told you were loved, and yet, no one noticed when you were overwhelmed. No one asked how you were really feeling. No one stayed emotionally present when things were hard. Emotional neglect doesn't leave bruises, it leaves confusion, and that confusion often follows people into adulthood. Emotional neglect is not always loud, it's not always intentional. Often it's what didn't happen, the comfort that never came, the questions that were never asked, the reassurance that never arrived. Over time, the soul learns, don't expect care, don't take up space, don't need too much. Emotional neglect doesn't just affect feelings, it shapes identity. Many people don't grow up thinking, I was neglected. They grow up thinking, I'm too sensitive. I shouldn't need this. Others had it worse. I should be grateful. That minimization is the wound. Psalm 23:1 says that, Yah is my shepherd, I shall not want. This is not poetic language, it is corrective truth. Emotional neglect teaches us to expect lack of care, of attunement, of presence. Psalm 23 introduces a shepherd who notices what is missing and responds with care. Where others were emotionally absent, Yah names himself as emotionally present. I shall not want does not mean I never have needs. It means my needs are noticed, my lack is addressed, my care is consistent. From a therapeutic lens, emotional neglect trains the nervous system to survive without support. Many people who experienced emotional neglect feel guilty for having needs, struggle to ask for help, minimize their pain, overfunction to avoid being a burden, stay silent to keep peace. This is not weakness, it is adaptation. Your system learned, if I don't need much, I won't be disappointed. But survival strategies are not the same as healing strategies. If we were sitting together in the therapy room, I might gently ask, what happened when you were upset? Who noticed when you were overwhelmed? What did you learn about expressing your needs? And if silence followed, I wouldn't rush it, because emotional neglect often leaves people without words, not because nothing happened, but because no one ever helped them name it. So let's name the lies. Emotional neglect whispers quiet lies. Your needs are too much. You should handle this alone. Asking is selfish. Silence keeps you safe. But scripture responds with truth. He restores my soul. Restoration assumes depletion. Yah does not shame you for what ran dry. You were not too much. You were emotionally unattended. Healing emotional neglect begins when you allow yourself to notice your needs without judgment, ask without apologizing, receive without earning. This is not selfishness. This is reparenting the places that were missed. The shepherd does not rush you, he stays. Let's say a short prayer to the Creator. Father, you see the places where emotional care was absent. You see the needs that went unmet and the silence that followed. Teach me that needing is not failure. Restore what emotional neglect took. Help me receive the care you always intended. So let it be. If this message resonated with you, you are not alone. You'll find the Healing Emotional Neglect workbook linked below, with reflection prompts, grounding exercises, and space to gently reclaim your voice. This is Therapy in the Word, where scripture meets the soul and truth brings you home. See you next week. Shalom.